So as you can tell, we're on the kayaks and we're paddling to a spot that we plan to have some great action on. That's the plan. We don't know how it's gonna play out, but with a chance of some bass on the surface, with a chance of some pollock, and we've stopped in for 2 or 3 casts on the way in. As you could have seen, the very first cast, and a lovely wrasse hit it right away. That's the first fish in the first cast. That's an absolutely beauty of a wrasse. And I'm here with David Norman from West Cork Bass Fishing. David very kindly invited me for a couple of days on the kayak. The weather is playing the ball and we're hoping for some good time and great fishing. So let's see what's gonna happen next. Are you using your motor?
Just a little bit, because if I don't, I have the drag of it in the water, and the drag of the fish finder, you have a fair amount of weight. Normally my clients have no weight in their boat. What I do is I paddle and I match my speed to their speed.
Oh, you're okay. I was just checking whether you're cheating there or not. And why are we rafting?
Yeah, I'm trying to treat this as a guided trip, so I'm sharing my knowledge of this location with you.
So that's where you share the knowledge and chat to customers?
Yeah, exactly. Land the fish.
What is that the customers that you bring, what is that they love the most?
Top water fishing. Well, they love it all. I mean, to be honest, like, it's a pretty special experience. I mean, look around yourself. It's like, it's just stunning.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Better?
Yeah,
Oh, fish. It's going to come again. I think that was a bass.
Give it a stop. You hit on the stop. Yes! That's the one.
Thanks, Martin. That was all you, man.
That's the one.
That was all you.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to try and grab this without the net. Hang on.
I can fight it for you if you want.
Yeah, you take the rod. Yeah, do. Keep it tight.
Oh!
That's right, man. Right, I'm going to adjust the net so I can grab it better next time.
That's awesome. That first take of a day, isn't it? And you see, it went for it 3 times.
It did, and then you were right, you stopped me.
Yeah, no, the excitement, it's sometimes difficult to stop.
Came for it 3 times, as you say.
That's what you do.
All right.
If you have a hit on the top and it missed it,
yeah.
If you keep working it for a few meters, nothing happens, just stop it dead.
Agreed.
Stop it dead.
Agreed.
And that's where David's fish hit. And then he stopped again and it hit again and it was on. Unfortunately, we didn't get it to show it to you, but it was a nice bass. And it's absolutely actually amazing. We're offshore a little bit on the kayaks. There's nothing here and we're finding some bass on the surface lures.
Yeah, and the reason we're here is because of hundreds of hours of fishing up and down the coast and trying to get these reactions from fish. And,
that's how you get to know your spots in fishing, not by talking to others.
No, exactly.
You need to put your time in.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want one.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? A story?
Yeah, that's the Astoria. I think it's a 130. Is that 130?
130.
There you go.
And show us the color.
And I have the 150. It's Ghost Lamcon is that colour.
Do you believe in colors, David?
Noisy. Not a whole amount on the whole, but there are some weird occasions where it does make a difference. I've seen it beyond doubt, but generally speaking, no. There's a lot more important things than colour. It's just that sometimes. What's your own opinion?
I don't believe in colors.
At all?
Well, you can't say never in fishing. The one thing I've learned, the longer you fish, the more you know, you need to learn more. So the one thing I've learned not to say, ever or always. Correct. In fishing. Yeah. But in general, 8, 9, 10 times out of 10, I don't believe in colors. Yeah. Go on, hit it. Go on. Oh, I see this.
Well done. Excellent.
I've seen the dorsal fin actually.
Excellent.
Following the lure. It didn't hit it. It went down.
Fish all right?
Yeah, it's not a big fish. But that action was so good. Like
Nice
that's
one.
why we love surface fishing. That's for those that are still wondering about the teaser fly. Here you go.
Hang on, he didn't take the teaser.
But it helped.
Oh, it helped, did it?
That was actually awesome. So surface bass fishing with this man, David Norman from West Coast Bass.
When the fish decide to cooperate, I'll have one more cast, as you are.
Did you not have them pre-baited here for me?
Pre-baiting. Spotless freshwater angler.
But that's why surface lures fishing is actually a good idea to start your day off. Because
Always.
even if you won't get a hit, you will see a fish following and you'll know they're in the area. You can then chop and change and try different tactics.
Yeah.
This fish, she went by adjusting its dorsal. There was no attack or anything, just dorsal sticking out of the water following the lure, and then she went down deep, and then I stopped, and a second later, bang, just absolutely smashed it.
So a way you might remember it is start at the top and work down. It's like a logical way of, if you're painting a wall,
Yes.
and then you cover the water column right down, slower, deeper, and then you know, if nothing's happening, you've tried it all.
And after that, we have a few more tricks in our sleeves.
Oh, absolutely. We're just getting started, baby.
Oh, nice. I need to drink fast because when David sees me drinking, he will be giving out to me again for not fishing. Okay, sorry. He's rightly giving out to me. That's what happens when you take a newbie fishing and you're trying to be stealthy and they're making all the noise. Now this one actually have a singles that are crushed. Good to go?
I think a good tip in lure fishing, which is completely the opposite to what Marcin's doing, for the interest of the film, of course.
Yeah.
If you get some interest on a lure, then stay with it. Like you've just caught a fish on a lure, now you've changed your lure.
But you see, that's the way my mind works.
Yeah.
As soon as I see a couple of
get
fish,
inside your mind, Marcin. This is why you're here. You know, you thought you were here on just like a happy weekend. You know, I've come here to like interrogate you.
as soon as I see some action, and I know there's a couple of fish around, I want to go and start chopping and change it, and just make it a little bit more interesting. It's probably not the best method to actually catch more fish. I'm really concentrating because David said my lure is too small and I really want to catch a fish on that lure and show him it isn't.
Far too small. You'll never catch on that. I'm just saying that to give you a better chance. He's casting on my side now.
Only because you're putting yourself on the better side.
Oh yeah, that's pushing a bit of water, isn't it? Yep. Yep.
I see he's making excuses already.
No, I'm happy with that. You may continue fishing with that. So that initial splash when the lure touches down, that's really important. That sends out a signal out through the water that will catch your fish's attention. There you go, good old pen. Got my first wind knot of the day.
That was a good splash?
I didn't see I'm sorting out my wind knot.
No, you should hear the splash, not see it.
I'm listening to my wind knot. Right, okay, there you go. Pen, what are you on? Shimano?
Twin power.
Shimano twin power, right. Marcin will not get wind knots at all today, whereas I will get many.
It's funny, I do get the fish on the teaser. I don't know if you've seen my last video about them.
I watch them all.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh!
Whoa!
Surface pollock! Now you believe me, now it's the same size as the lure, but there's another surface species.
Wow! I didn't believe a pollock can take a surface lure. Definitely not of
did
this
it come
size.
clean out of the water, just as I said?
Definitely not of the size of the pollock and the lure are the same size. You don't have an anchor type of function in this motor, do you?
Spot lock.
Yes. Would be handy though, wouldn't it?
Not really, because all my fishing is drift fishing.
Because you don't have a spot lock.
Yeah.
There you go, that's the cast for a fish.
It is.
No, the wind did drop, didn't it? Yeah, yeah, that was a hit. Oh!
Nice, nice. Well done. I told you that lure would do it. Right, just hang on, Marcin.
Off you go, little beauty. Bring your grandma. So after I published that last video about the teaser fly,
To which I commented, liked and subscribed.
which does help promote the video, so thanks for that and thanks to all of you. I've actually got some amazing response from the people that started using the teaser. Two of the people said, I've used your teaser and I've got...
Oh, it's yours now.
That it is my teaser. Officially is my teaser. Copyrighted it. Two people caught two bass at the same time, one on a lure and one on teaser. I wouldn't want that, but that actually shows.
The effectiveness of it, yes, granted, yeah.
Another guy came back to me to say he was trying and trying, couldn't get it, put the teaser fly on and got his first bass and then his second bass ever.
Well, that's nice.
It actually is very nice.
It is.
It actually is very nice.
Same as me guiding someone onto their first fish, same thing.
It is very nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge.
Like people say, why do you do this? It's such a huge boost when someone comes to you, look, I can't catch the bass or I can't do this, doesn't really work. And I've been in exactly the same situation a couple of years back. And I struggled.
We all were.
And I struggled, I didn't get much help. So I figured, you know, you might actually say some of these things that you've learned while targeting a new species. Not expert in any of this, but
Oh, there we go.
nice.
I think that's Pollock actually. Or the take was a bit like a bass. I think it was another small Pollock.
Anyway, just to finish the other subject, the point I was making is that no, I find it really, really helpful when people say, look, you've helped me, I've caught my first this and that,
Yeah.
or the other guy just said this week, I've managed 24 fish in one
There we
session
go.
with the teaser fly. So if you haven't seen that video, click somewhere here or down there, and David just had a hit of the top. I'll cast over his line.
Oh,
Why not?
there, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Pen wind knot number 2. That one's a nasty one as well. I normally have my spare rod on my left. There we go.
That's probably a tiny Pollock. But if it is, it will be my first one.
Oh, it is, yeah. On the teaser! Did everyone get that? On the teaser.
Click on the link, right?
Yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe.
By the way, I'm getting plenty of questions about the teaser flies, as in where do I get them from. Ian O'Grady from Irish Angling Adventures tied them in for me. So you can catch them on Instagram or Facebook.
Irish Angling Adventures, must check them out. What do they do?
Well,
Tie flies, obviously.
well, they go.
Oh, bigger
Oh,
Pollock.
that was a nice.
Here we go.
That was a nice take.
Big pot. That was a good big dark Pollock.
There's actually two lads there. Oh, yeah. Did you see that on the camera, which is all there too? You probably didn't. It came out clean off the water. That was absolutely awesome. I've seen it happening on the YouTube, catching a Pollock off the top. I've never experienced it, but literally out of the 25 foot of the water, this fish came out clean off the water, some 2 feet. And what happens, their eyes are very large and they're adjusted to living in the deeper parts of the sea where there is not as much light as there is on the surface. So actually they can't see when they go all the way up into the sun. They get blinded, and more often than not they will miss the lure. That's what I've seen, and that seems to be the case today. Did you notice the same?
Yeah, I'd agree, yeah.
I'll try something mad with the next drift, and you don't expect that. You want noise, you'll get noise. Okay, what do you think about this madness, David?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Whopper Plopper.
Sabile,
That's the original one from the States. Never used it.
just don't do a whopper plopper in your wetsuit, please.
First cast with this madness. Not seeing any plopping. Why am I not seeing any plopping? Do you see any plopping?
I can't smell any.
There's plopping.
Who's plopping?
I see plopping. Listen.
Oh, I see it, I hear it, I love it. I'm sure the pollock will too.
Oh, I can't wait to get the bass on this yoke. Look at this. Never seen anyone actually using them for bass fishing, have you?
No,
I've never seen one, but I've seen a guy who was getting great action on them for the big mouth and small mouth bass, and also pike. And I was watching at that video and I said, oh, that's perfect for bass fishing. So I've ordered 3 of them in different sizes. Never used one. You know, sometimes you have an idea that something will work, you order it, but then when it actually comes to using it, you don't have that much confidence anymore.
I spend all winter coming up with amazing ideas, and then come the spring, I go back and fish my usual favourites from the previous.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So today I'm coming out of my comfort zone and I'm plopping.
I wonder what you were going to say then. Oh, I can hear a plopper coming our way.
This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
No, I want fish on that so bad now.
yeah, I know.
If I get fish on it, that's that. I'm done for today.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's a bass as well. That's a bass.
I plopped him.
You plopped him.
Oh. First fish on the whopper plopper.
Nice fish as well.
Don't tell me the
Yeah.
whopper plopper is the new. Don't tell me the whopper plopper is the new go-to lure
There you go.
for surface fishing.
It is, it is.
How about that, David?
I'm convinced. Yeah, well done, Marcin.
I plopped him.
Great job. Very lean looking fish. Most of them are at the moment. They've only been inshore for a short while.
Whopper plopper hanging off its mouth there. Obviously the tether fly is just here. So look, David, it turns out sometimes the madness we come up with during winters, it actually works.
There you go. There you go.
Trebles crushed,
Barb's crushed.
barbs crushed. Yeah, trebles crushed wouldn't help. No,
Not even on a plopper.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, so we let him go now.
They're effective, but not that effective.
Okay, let's plop another one.
Yeah. Keep on plopping. You like my motor now, huh?
I like your motor now. You are wasting a bit of resources though. This power box should be powering a espresso machine here. It would be a AAA service.
Good, yeah.
Have you watched the Hitman's Bodyguard? No? Excellent movie. He was providing a AAA rated service.
I bet she was. Triple A or triple A?
Triple A.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that was a fantastic start of the day. We got our bass off the surface, we got our pollock off the surface, we got pollock on the fly and pollock on the lure. Stunning beginning of the day. So we're just taking a quick break, and before we get back on the water, let me show you the kayaks. I didn't show them to you at the start because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't do much kayaking, but with a couple of instructions from David at the start of the day, I got the hang of things very quickly. So David, the 2 kayaks, right? So it's usually what, 1-to-1 trip?
Always 1-to-1, yeah. It's just the 2 of us. It's real teamwork out on the water. We work very closely together. I give all the coaching, provide all the equipment, and obviously make sure things are safe. We make a plan based on what the weather forecast is going to be for the day as to where we're going to go, or if we want to target particular species. And yeah, it's a great way to be out fishing.
And I see you don't have any shortage of rods, so do you usually bring all the rods?
Yeah, sometimes not the fly rod, but always two lure rods. Normally one set up for deep water, one set up for surface fishing, and then the fly rod is, you know, if we're fishing deep water.
So what do you expect the customer to do when they're coming over?
Well, the first thing is just to just to listen to the instructions, especially the safety instructions, some of which I send out in advance, and just follow my lead. And you know, it's pretty straightforward. Most of it's pretty logical. If you've got some basic fishing experience, you know, you should be quite successful.
Okay, so the link to David's pages will be down there in the description, so check it out and make sure if you're in the area. We are in Clonakilty.
We are.
Absolutely beautiful. If you are in the area and have a day to spare, make sure to give David a call.
Thank you.
And let's get back on the water. waiting for that hit. Kill! Ah!
Now.
Oh, it's in the kettle. Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, got him.
Got him, well done. No, it'll go again. It'll go at least one more time.
Oh.
Be warned.
That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. I've seen it already. So, as you can tell, we've changed the tactics. And we're deep water fishing now. I'm starting with lures. And that's my favorite color actually when it comes to a pollock fishing. And diving it is on the fly. And that fish almost pulled me out of the kayak. What a beautiful fish.
Yeah. That was a goodbye splash.
I don't think he actually was saying goodbye with that splash.
He's saying feck off.
I think he was saying that. That was nice. So the tactic here is the braid is actually 40 pound, taking no prisoners today. The braid is or the fluoro is a good meter of 25 pound fluoro, a strong clip, a strong 21 gram chebu head, a 5-0 hook, and this is a small race spotter in the color that they actually absolutely love, this chartreuse / fluo green color.
I've never seen that colour before.
Yeah, I have a few other colors, dark and the typical sandal colors you'd expect them.
Yeah.
I have them on the back, but they absolutely love this one for some reason.
Oh, good to know.
That's a good fish, David.
Feels heavy.
Oh, that was lovely. That's a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Do you want to release it?
Yeah, we let it go. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What?
The lure just hit the water, and the next thing is this garfish was literally where I cast it, and it went and started tail walking for about 6, 7, 8 meters and just went.
Wow, there you go.
Mad. Yeah, these are nice size pollock. No, don't tell me it's buried itself. I didn't think it was that deep. Oh, it was that shallow.
You're in 30 feet of water.
Come on, come. Yeah. Now, I don't think I could do it with a normal bass rod. This is.
I love the facial expressions.
This is extra heavy jigging rod.
Yeah.
Used for a zander fishing mainly.
Yeah.
It's rated to 90 gram.
Oh, that's your big rod. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
so I thought you were still on
yeah.
your 35 gram rod.
Oh Jesus, that would be in
would.
bits already. Look at this. Chunk.
That's a better one. That's a much better one.
That's an absolutely awesome stamp of a pollock. What are these, 6 pound?
Yeah, that one might be a bit more 6.5 maybe.
Thanking you.
That's where you're going to be super stiff.
Oh. So that's that. Thanks for watching, but do tune in for day 2 coming up very shortly, starring the Whopper Plooper Surface Bass and some pollock on the fly. Thanks, enjoy, tight lines.